Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
So is that it? Maybe I've got to do some like main missions or something.
I thought my
What the hell? It's just not even doing it.
Incendio. Incendio.
Why has he just stood there? I thought he'd at least help me.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis and the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
Ah, so this is actually a main mission. So I wonder if this is where we'll actually be able to get it.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
And I can do the freeze spell on two people.
Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
We will attack them, but I just want to try and avoid it at the minute.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose?
Perhaps we can find an alternate route up ahead.
Sneaking around has its appeal.
Maybe we can get in this way.
Revelio.
We're making quick progress.
Is this going to be a dead end? No, this looks like I can go this way.
I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll.
Hopefully they're not all
For
going to be
better or
bunched
for worse,
together.
we're in.
You should know better than that by
Right,
now.
I should
We've
be
all
able to
told
get
you
both of
before, and
these
look what
at the same
happens when you
time.
don't listen.
There's no tellers.
There we go.
All.
This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Incendio.
We'll probably like look to fight everybody coming out, but just at the minute there's no need.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting
Revelio.
for a spider to prey on.
What was that? You will regret coming here.
Oh, actually,
How many Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
is that? Oh no, I had to get back, but it's not.
Revelio.
Is there something up here?
That ledge is awfully high. Ideas?
Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh wait, that's the right way.
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
Look. Good there.
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Silent as a grave.
Revelio.
So we fix the bridge.
Incendio.
Big spider.
Revelio.
Hello.
Crazy.
Attention.
Level 30 as well.
We've rid the world of another spider.
I just
shall
realised
sleep-
I was still invisible while doing all that. Yeah.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
Lumos.
Lumos.
There we go.
Lumos.
Lumos.
No, there's nothing else. Making sure that we're not outside.
We must remain unseen.
Revelio. Crucio.
I love the fact that when you use that spell, if there's no other spiders or any other enemies, they just stop. They don't do anything,
We've
and you just
still not
literally
seen a
hit them,
single
hit them,
rune
hit them.
symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
Can we get up there? No, we can't. Sorry.
Rather unwise coming back this way.
Ow!
Let's get this over. There you I'm a goblin, not a toy! You should have known.
No, I died! Wait, what killed me? Eh? They were not there. There we go. There we go. That's what I wanted before.
Hit it! Why don't you come up here and fight me?
Right, that was just uncool. Right, again, uncalled for and
Incendio.
ah,
We're not finished yet.
It's almost as if they were waiting.
big spider, big spider, big spider. Wait. Oh dear.
We certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap for a Slytherin.
You Gryffindors don't have a monopoly on bravery, you know.
Revelio. Incendio.
Have a look around in peace.
Revelio. Incendio.
So we've got. Ah, right. I see what we've got to do.
Rune symbol above the cavern door.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it.
Incendio.
I wouldn't be surprised to find a couple more rune symbols. Wasn't expecting that.
Oh. Just in case. Again, pause. Read it.
A journal entry
Pretty sure if
by
it's like
Isadora.
massively important.
Hopefully it will
they'll
help
talk
us
about
unravel
it.
more of this
Sebastian,
mystery.
I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless...
I'm assuming this is the right way.
And now for the moment of truth.
it has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Mornweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
Spat dummy out a lot.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Hello there.
Hello, Armeet. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is.
I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps,
happened again.
he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear.
Sorry about
Good to
that.
hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
What happens is if I touch my mic and I knock the wire a tiny little bit, it just completely messes up my entire game capture. I don't know why, so I do apologise for that. It was quiet.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
Lord Gok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metalworker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lord Gok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
So that's just going like this. Any more to get? Nope. Oh, there is.
Revelio. The door is looking at us.
Because it's like them chests.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
So we're right in saying there shouldn't be any
I
enemies
met a
down here.
goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Revelio.
I still can't believe it. Goblin mine.
Right, okay. So that's the way to go. So let me... Oh wait, is that right? It is saying you can go that way. Unless
I've read
it's
about
the
mines like this,
upstairs
but
sort of
seeing
thing.
one is something else altogether.
this, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these.
Pass that fire whiskey over here. You have to learn to share.
So there are enemies here. I didn't think there would be.
Not quiet enough. I've been fighting since before you were born.
That's the last loyalist. That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
Accio.
We're being watched
Nope.
by a door.
There we go. I genuinely didn't think there'd be enemies.
It said here.
So... So what's that do?
Revelio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here, a schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelio.
Just gonna see what's up here. Oh, they're upstairs.
One there. Quiet. One less human.
Revelio. Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Oh, yeah.
Clever. If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Fancy I'll have my own operation worked out one day. People working for me. dying, are we?
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex. Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Incendio.
Just go up here.
Revelio. Revelio.
Go. Nice. I've got 24 vials, so that's not bad.
Accio.
So is this just like balancing them out or something?
Any who oppose Ranrock will be eliminated.
Patricius Totalis.
We'll just check. So.
Revelio.
Oh, it's just a bag. I'm not bothered about that.
Patricius Totalis.
You ought to cut back on pudding. Mistook you for a troll the other day. What's going on, little moon calf?
Oh, come on!
Is that the best you can do? Cover up wide. This way. One less. When he's taking, give up.
Revelio.
Let's gather everything up. Let me just bin some stuff. Again, I know I'm not going to be able to use any of these because I think I've got the top sort of notch stuff.
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
We've got that. And we go back out here. I'm assuming anyway. So that's the lift out of here?
Revelio.
Ah!
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Ah, maybe that got me out.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Aloha Mora.
I may as well while I'm here.
Revelio. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl